Welcome to Podcast of All Podcasts. Enjoy best moments of podcast history. Dolly Parton, Jolene.
Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can. Jolene, Jolene.
Crystalia. Fuck yeah.
I'm back and they mad, he says. Just made everything up himself. Here we go. He talks about the fucking...
So listen, I want the world to know that.
Okay. So first of all, he's wearing grandma's panties on his head. So already, what you're saying is not going to be as interesting as what the fuck is on your head. So that's a huge criticism. If you want people to think you're interesting, what's coming out of your mouth is interesting, don't wear grandma panties on your head, okay? They're literally silk pink panties that are just like flopped on his head. They're not even pushed back. They're just like, it looks like he's the chef from the Muppets. That you know what I mean? And he's dressed all in white like he showed up to paint with a grandma's panties on his fucking... Chef from the Muppet lost his job. No, a chef wears... This is where he is. He's the chef from the Muppets. He's wearing all white and a fucking hat that looks deflated. It looks like he ran out of ideas. And he's got so many fucking jewelries on and 4 watches, wearing 4 watches. Because he's too poor to get a watch that tells different time zones. He just has one for each time zone. I got Atlantic, I got Pacific, I got Central, and I got the other one that nobody ever talks about, the one that Phoenix does. That they go halfway to the year, they go back, and then halfway to the year, they go the other way. I think I commented on this. I wrote 4 watches. Oh, yeah, there it is. And somebody wrote, bro, who are you? That's my favorite one.
Billboard is a lie. You can buy number ones on Billboard.
Hey, do it in a more echoey room, by the way, 6ix9ine. Do it in a more echoey room. Literally did it at fucking in a lobby somewhere. Hey, what's up? You could buy billboards?
that to register in your head. You can buy number ones on Billboard. Now, let me tell you what happened. We was having an ongoing investigation just now.
Dude, it's so not fucking legit. We was having an ongoing investigation. We was having an ongoing investigation. Dude, so wouldn't get the part if he auditioned for NYPD Blue. Sir, we was having an ongoing investigation. Why can't I ever say investigation? It's all good. This dude is fucking just Rosie Perez with face tattoos. That's who he is. Rosie Perez. We was having an ongoing investigation. Dude, that's actually the dumbest sentence of all time. You either were having an investigation or there's an investigation that's ongoing. You can't have had an ongoing investigation. We was having an investigation that was going on that's still going on. Just so fucking it up. We was having an investigation that was ongoing to see if I could wear panties on my head. And it turns out that ongoing, I could wear panties on my head. And I'm wearing panties on my head. I got 4 watch. You want to know what time it is on the Atlantic? It's 3 o'clock. You want to know what time it is on the Pacific? That's a 12. Oh, wait.
Last Thursday,
it would be 6.
Ariana was stuck with you, submitted 60,000 units last second. With the investigation, we found this.
Stop saying investigation, dude. Sid trying to fucking sound more legit. You know? With the investigation, we found this. People are just commenting on this shit. Oh, wait, where's the fucking...
They purchased half of those things with 6 credit cards. When we asked where was those 6 credit cards linked to, Billboard said we can't disclose that information. Understand this. They bought 30,000 and so units with 6 credit cards.
Okay, we get it. He says that 9 times during this thing, by the way. 6 credit cards? 6 credit cards. I got grandma panties on my head, 6 credit cards. We was having an ongoing investigation, 6 credit cards. Where's the fucking thing about when he put it on, when he put the ongoing investigation, he talks about the Apple? Where's his fucking stupid Instagram? There's so many goddamn Instagrams for him. Tekashi69. Goddamn motherfuckers. You know what, dude? I don't understand. Oh, here. He's sending it to me. Complanchy6 fine. Yeah, he says, that's like when you saying you an apple, it's an apple. But also, you know apple's red. Did you see that shit where he's like, an apple is red? And of course, sometimes an apple green. But it's like saying the apple's, it's like you see an apple's red and then somebody say an apple blue. 6 credit cards. Shit, idiot. Also, how is he still alive? Like, I don't want anybody to kill anybody, but how the fuck is he still breathing, dude? He snitches. Oh, here. It's Twitter. So I could fast forward it. The Apple thing he says, dude. Here we go.
So listen, I want the world to know that...
Where's the Apple thing?
If you want to explain to all the hard-working artists out there, the hard-working artists that... And established artists at that, because there's a lot of established artists right now that don't get number ones. And how you deduct... If there's 50 million streams, right, on Google, why only count 30 million, right? So it's like looking at an apple and say... I'm obviously looking at you and you're red, but you're not, but you're telling us it's not red. You got caught cheating red-handed, right? Oh,
so confusing. So confusing. It's like an apple. You're looking at it red. You're looking at it and it's red, and then someone's saying it's not red. It's like you cheated. You got caught red-handed. You're saying red so many times. Just so confused. It's like Little Red Riding Hood came up to you and said, this apple, it's like, you say apple's red, and Little Red Riding Hood is like, that red apple not red. You got caught red-handed. Wearing red wings. It's like Little Red Riding Hood wearing red wings, drive a red Ferrari with Red Man in it and Red Fox. And he say, the apple's red. And the apple's red, but then Red Fox is like, the apple's not red. And then you got caught red-handed because you cheat in red. I read a book His favorite color. Dude. Yes. It's like Red Fox is in a red convertible with you. And you there and you say the apple red. Okay, and then a red man pop in and he say, "Oh, the apple not red anymore." And you got caught and you know the apple red. And you read a book on it and you read a book on cheating and you got caught red-handed. The worst analogy of all time. Congratulations. Complanchi 6 fine. Dude, the way it has no payoff is amazing.
Right? An apple sometimes is most likely red, right? There's green apples, but just look at this.
First of all, just pick something that's always red, you know? An apple is red, you know, sometimes it's green, sure, and sometimes there's in between. An apple could be very, you know, very light green or dark green, but most of the time we think of an apple is red. Just say a fucking, you know, what's red? Rudolph's nose. Just say fucking, what is always red? My cock? Red Swollen Dick was an episode of 10 Minute Podcast. Immature. Never going to be running for president. But anyway, Complanchi 6 fine. Obviously, he's probably dead by now. I just started talking about it. And then Snoop Dogg made a warning to Tekashi 6ix9ine, which is great. Snoop Dogg's 90.
Last time you said something, I ain't had time.
Hey, Snoop Dogg, get better lighting for your YouTube video. You've got $7 trillion. He literally looks like fucking one of those people that would do a... why is he fucking filmed by one of those people in Almost Got Away with It?
But I just wanted them to know that when I was siphoning money, it was illegal and I was laundering.
But today, I got time.
Snoop Dogg, you're 90.
Last time you said something, I ain't had time. But today, I got time.
Wow.
You better get the fuck off my line, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Rat boy.
Rat boy.
You really better leave me alone. I ain't the one.
Oh, shit.
No way. No way. Go on and do your shit and get out my way, bitch. You funky dog head, rainbow head, dog head, bitch.
So?
Yeah, you.
Fucking.
Better leave the dog alone.
Better leave the dog alone.
Go find you a cat.
Oh, boy. Getting too far away, too carried away with the analogy. Better let the dog alone. Better go find a cat. You know, they make me unhook my leash. You know what I mean? I'll be done eating a bunch of dog food. All full. You know what I mean? Someone will knock at the door and I'll start barking. You know what I'm saying? Piss on fucking the side of a couch. You know what I'm saying? Better find yourself a cat. I got so far with it. I got a collar. Did you lose your fucking mind? I got 4 legs, man. I even got 2 arms. I got 4 legs. You better not fucking come for me. Hey, dude, you're fucking 60. Get it together. You know? Dude. Oh, dude, I love it, man. I fucking love life.
Chris Hardwick with Ari Shaffir.
It's great now, though. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, especially, well, you're partially responsible for the rebirth of comedy.
How is that possible?
Talk about comedy to a large audience.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's what it is. You tell a story about some time you were at a club and something happened. People are like, oh, that seems cool.
Yeah, because I always, in Los Angeles, a lot of times I always think, like, who's just going to go out to see comedy on a Tuesday night? But there's a million things for people. Why would they go see, and I say this as a comedian, understanding why people should go to comedy shows.
We devalue it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We do. I mean, I guess there are, if you lived in a small town and there wasn't much to do, and it's like, oh, well, there's a comedy club, let's go see what's going on. But I was thinking, like, in L.A.,
on a Tuesday, though, even a comedy, that's a once every 2 years
literally
thing.
think about the Sunset Strip in your head and think about the things to do there. It is the Wood Ranch.
The Saddle Ranch.
Saddle Ranch. Wood Ranch at the Grove. Saddle Ranch, you might want to go.
Rock clubs down the street, further down, maybe.
You know, walk into the Hustler store for a laugh.
The Viper Room.
It's like there's nothing to do.
Book Soup, huh? Book Soup
Book
on
Soup's
a Tuesday.
great. You're
Maybe
right. Book
someone's,
Soup. Book Soup.
I lived right there, right next to Pink Dot
Oh, you did?
for like 10 years.
Oh, boy, when I was drinking, Pink Dot was
Really?
amazing.
Oh, because they deliver.
Yeah, they would just make a sandwich and bring it to you. You didn't have to leave.
What? I can't even imagine this you.
Isn't that crazy?
You still had one of the best jokes I remember about drinking.
What was it?
Here's what I learned this weekend. It's never okay to spill beer on a baby.
Well, it's a good joke.
From a wedding.
It's not. I don't remember whose baby I spilled.
It was somebody's wedding you went to.
I did spill beer.
Did you really? That wasn't like a thought joke?
Now I gotta. No, it's true. Now I feel like I could track that baby down and be like, "Hey,
Listen, there's a step I haven't completed with you. I know you don't remember this.
That baby might be like 13 now. Like that baby would be a teenager.
Yeah, probably.
Probably still has a stain like on its head from where I burned it.
Sam Martin.
with
That was right after Gorbachev. Someone spilled red wine on him.
He was a spilled beer baby.
Yeah.
Gorbachev. Oh my God, I completely forgot about that. I wonder how many dumb throwaway jokes just in the course of sets that we've done
Went into the ether that were great.
you say it once, you forget, and no one reminds you, and then like you I bet
Gone.
how much A-list stuff do you think you've lost?
I think of all of comedians, I think 70% is lost forever.
Wow, that's a really interesting statistic. I would say like 30, but you think it's that high?
But I'm including like, oh, that's a good bit. I got to remember that.
Yeah.
And not getting back to it.
Why is it so hard
Not
to
writing it
remember
down.
bits?
That stuff goes away.
Why is it so hard to remember bits? And why do I every time fall for it? Well, I go, I know I always forget, but I'm not going to forget this one. 5 minutes later, a dog barks, and I'm like, what?
What?
Wait,
That's
what?
crazy. What he's
Where
doing?
did you go? Where?
And yeah, you had the thought, I knew something important was there.
And you try to do 8 minutes on dog barking, and it's like...
Nothing.
I've committed to it now. I walk around with those little moleskines in my pocket, but if I'm like, I don't feel like getting it out if I'm in a conversation, in my head I go, just so you know, you're just saying goodbye to it. So it's okay, but it's gone.
Be comfortable with that.
Yeah, don't assume you'll remember.
I switched to Evernote. I'm all on Evernote now because it syncs across all the
I
devices.
used that for a while, but then I got on a plane, and even when I get the Pro, it's like, why can't I access the note?
There's one feature that Evernote doesn't have that's very puzzling to me, which is you can only, in a notebook, you can only arrange notes in order from the date it was modified or alphabetically. So I can't, if I wanted to arrange my set, I can't make a bunch of notes and then arrange the notes however I want within a notebook, which seems to me a very basic function.
Yeah, they're close.
They're so close.
You should consult for them.
I should, Evernote.
You should consult for a lot of things.
I should a lot of things. Give me money. No, I like the Evernote
Some things
guys.
you shouldn't consult for, like sports.
Sports I should not consult for.
You have different balls in this thing.
This ball is too weird shaped.
Bounce is strange.
That's bizarre.
How do you even throw that?
Thanks for your help.
What's wrong with square balls? Square balls are fun because you never know which way they're going to bounce. This one's predictable. Round always goes exactly where you think it's going to go.
Yeah.
I just want to put directions on the homepage. You're fired.
You're fired over what?
Putting directions on the homepage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, I cried after she fired me.
She really, like, that was, you were fired.
Yeah, she was, but I mean, I could still work in the door and stuff. Just not from the website. They gave like 80 hours to a week for 2 weeks.
Did you get paid at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
$500 a week.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of good jobs there. The best job there was they had a video room with hi-8s and old tapes. It was my job to watch the tapes, log them in. They were just unmarked. So old Jim Carrey sets, all these crazy old shit. Yeah, like treasure. But I also had to stand right by the old hi-8 player because they wouldn't repair it, and it would just eat these things. So anytime I heard, I just stop it and like pull it out with a screwdriver and get it all out and And I was like, it costs $75 just to get a new player. And like, nah.
You're fired. God damn it! I'm trying to help this place.
Yeah.
What were you doing with all the hi-8 footage?
Just saying what's on there. And then when E did a True Hollywood Story in the Comedy Store, that's right when I was working, and I was like, I just got them the footage they needed.
Did you save any of it?
No.
Fuck.
Wow.
There must be epic.
I was gonna digitize everything. That was gonna be the plan.
Because you know what?
There must be a lot of that sitting at the E library.
You know what you think? You know what you think
Probably.
about? You only tend to think of other people like the comics that we all love.
Yeah.
You only tend to think of them in terms of the special that they had or a set where you saw them.
Yeah, but their first set, they're working it out kind of things. Those are interesting.
Just them as human beings, like wading their way through night after night, set after set.
Oh, right. Things like, fuck, how long is he going to do? I want to go on. And you're like, you don't picture Sam Kinison saying that or Jim Carrey or Robin Williams or Pryor.
Were you at the store one night? Was it? I feel like this was you that told me a story about Doug Stanhope and someone threw a chair at him on stage or something at the Comedy Store.
No.
Or he threw a chair at someone.
I didn't see that. I've seen chairs being thrown at people.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it take to get a chair thrown at you on stage?
Late night, booze.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The combination of those two things.
I guess when it happens, you probably kind of go, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often, actually.
Taylor's such a... I get lumped in with him. I'm not as mean. My comedy's not as mean. But, like, he would say, like, no, the base of the mic stand is really good. If you pick it up, you can jab it at people. It's a really good weapon.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but just the fact that he was thinking that way.
He needed a weapon.
Just that he was thinking in those terms where it's like, these aren't mean streets, man. You're out of business on the Sunset Strip. You don't have to think in terms of self-defense.
Unless an anomaly occurs, you're usually not going to have to protect yourself on stage.
Yeah.
When did you... Because I think we all kind of go through the punk phase where we just are trying to shock people.
Yeah.
Just to get some reaction.
Some reaction.
It's sort of like what a misbehaving child does. Like, I think most comics have that
brattiness.
Have that period in their set where they're like, I'm just going to... Just to get something, you know, like they'd rather rattle the audience or gross them out rather than, you know, like if the joke isn't working.
Also, we were bad, so we could easily fall back and like, just too edgy for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're an awful writer and a performer.
Okay, I guess I'm too smart for the room. No, not a great joke.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
too smart. Why is that the reason of your failure? That's such a leap. They all went to college in the audience.
No,
at
just
this
too smart.
bookstore.
Yeah, I don't know. Just too smart for the audience.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It is. Those meltdowns are always the most fun.
Yeah. God. Yeah, I don't know when I stopped trying to do that. I just started trying to get better, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't like a decision. I wasn't always trying to shock people, though. But I'm still on that side. Well, you know.
Yeah.
I've done at midnight.
Yeah.
I like, you know, jokes that make people go, oh.
Come on. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm a little darker, I guess.
How dark was the special?
Not as much. I mean, I'm still lumped in as a dirty comic, but I don't really I had like one sex bit in there in 72 minutes. Special. I mean, there's some like U.S. government stuff, things like that. I guess would be like darker or more like subversive. More subversive. Let's say that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the NSA put you on a dirty list just to keep just to keep you down?
I think it's just from when I started, if people knew me as like a filthy comic. Because I was so religious that I was like, every time I had sex, it was such a shock for me.
You were super religious?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, until after college. Well, in college. I went to yeshiva for 2 years in Israel.
Uh-huh.
Lived there. Studied like rabbinical school.
Oh, you're Jewish? I'm kidding. Come on. Come on, guys.
You, Hardwick.
Ari Shaffir.
The Jew. Yeah. My people were not allowed in your dad's bowling alley.
They could go there. They just wouldn't want to.
Exactly.
I mean, in those days.
Where was it? Nashville?
No, it was in Memphis.
Oh.
It was in Memphis.
Memphis is more redneck than Nashville, right? Because there's no music influence?
There is. Well, Nashville has a huge... Nashville's actually more musical than Memphis. Memphis has a crazy music scene, but Nashville is like... That's where a lot of the country record labels are. So they have different... That's where the grant... You know, like... There's different music heritage there. I think Memphis's musical heritage is dirtier.
Yeah.
But...
Adam Carolla with Bryan Callen.
That's not the way you raise kids, and it's not the way you handle a bear population at Yellowstone Park. Like, you just can't leave the dumpster open and tell them to come on by and graze. We all agreed it makes them weak, it makes them fat, it makes them soft. They don't know how to hunt, they don't know how to forage. You can't teach them that. Once they learn that dumpster's over there and they can eat dinner at the dumpster, they'll no longer go out and hunt salmon or whatever it is, in which case we know it's horrible for the bear population. Exact same. Every creature in nature is exactly the same, including human beings. So, but I want to talk about all the diverse, interesting things you're doing. I'm interested so much so in your healthcare, in your mindset, in that feeling like when I say this a lot, but when I was young, any of my parents or my parents' friends or neighbors or anything, once the dude hit 50, he was pretty much just coasting to the end. You know, the guy had the same job at the same postal sorting place in Arleta. He wore the same sweater. He had the same haircut. Like, once in a blue moon, somebody would buy a Corvette or something. But that's as freaky as it got.
Yeah.
Now guys are getting sleeved up with tattoos. They're taking on this. They're getting into hot yoga. They're getting into isolation chambers and meditation. It's like everyone is having this complete second act, like after the age of 50, and professionally too. Like, I feel the same way. Like, I want to get good at stand up. I want to go out and really work that craft and do it. And it's like, I'm 54 years old. I'm going to turn 55 in 5 weeks. Like, I should be settling in on getting that watch and going out to pasture. But what is your regimen? What do you do? When did you start having these feelings?
I think about two things. One is original self-expression. I think stand-up is the last bastion of free speech, the last place where I can really not only say something that I care about, but do it in a way that's funny, that doesn't draw lines, but that just gets people thinking and asking questions. I don't like coming at them with, and I've already sounded like I'm making fun of socialists, but I don't think that helps things. I don't want to purify my echo chamber. What I want to do is kind of what this thing I talk about in my stand-up is have idea sex. My ideas are not working. I don't have the answers, and your ideas aren't working, but if we put them together, maybe we can have some idea sex or have an idea orgy and somebody gets pregnant with a new idea. I think that's what we need. So professionally, the idea of original self, continuing to surprise myself, continuing to kind of say, what else do I have in me, and what can I it's such a surprise when a special comes together and you can't remember writing it, but it just seems to be thematic, and you go, I did this. This is the best I can do, and that challenge never goes away. So I think that's what drives me. And the other thing I love is learning a new language. And I'm not talking about a language as in Spanish, but I love boxing. I love tennis. I love learning something difficult because it is a language, and there's something about returning back to the same arena and getting better, because most things are a mystery. When you see a concert pianist play Chopin or something, you go, I don't even know how would a human being be able to do that? It makes me believe in God. Well, if you study the piano for 2 years, what'll happen is you'll never be like that person. But somebody will give you a flashlight in that very dark room, and at least you'll be able to look around. And you might be able to see a little bit. They might open the curtain a little bit, and you'll see a little bit of the machinations behind that magic trick. And I think that's what's really exciting about learning something new. I say this to young men. I don't speak to enough young women, but I say this to young men who come to me after my show and they ask me questions. I say, forget about finding out what you're supposed to do. Just broaden your understanding. Right. Learn a language. Get your black belt in jiu-jitsu. Learn how to be able to play 10 songs on the guitar, read the newspaper in Spanish, whatever it might be, because it will open channels in your brain and introduce you to people you haven't met and open your eyes to an entirely different world. And I think that's where the value in trying something new. Here's another thing I think is really good.
It all sort of feeds. It's a million streams all sort of leading into the same lake.
When I play tennis, I'm getting better at boxing.
Right.
When I play boxing, I'm better at tennis. That's a fact.
And everyone just stares at the lake and wants the lake to get deeper, but they don't focus on all the different streams they need to have. And I totally agree. Everything makes you better, not just that one thing repetitively. Go ahead.
And I try also to read and listen to people I disagree with. I try to really, in good faith, I have a natural reaction to someone who's super left wing. It's not a very positive one. If I hear somebody, I just was at dinner and these two women from Canada were saying that I'm a socialist. My reaction is, first I want to defend my father, because my father was such an American Marine.
Right.
So what I'm doing is I get emotional, and now all of a sudden I want to defend my family.
Right.
And I want to defend a system that's worked for me.
Right.
And so I get emotional. But what I try to do is sit back and have a real discussion so that we can, because what I found out was these two women were just compassionate people who want to make the world better. So I find a great deal of value in that practice as well, in the practice of taking my own confirmation bias, sitting on it, and listening deeply to somebody who I disagree with, but then at least trying to find a way to persuade them that or at least partially over to my line of thinking.
Well, is this a safe statement or idea resonate with you? I've sort of found that all the problems in the people that aren't living effective lives, for lack of a better term, I just mean effective, like you're not doing what you want to do, or they're stuck in a whatever relationship, job, or whatever that is. And those who seem to be really thriving and soaring, and we all know versions of both, right? I found that there's this sort of internalizers and there's the externalizers. And the externalizers fight everything all the time. Like, you go, hey, man, you left the light on. And they go, you leave your light on. They just, whatever they say, whatever you say, they say it right back
I've had some relationships like that.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. I've lived with a few of those
people.
people.
Well, you do this. Or I know, but I'm trying to solve this problem.
Right. So, and then there's sort of like the standard where you're going like, I'm trying to solve this problem. And they go, well, everyone thinks you're an asshole or whatever it is. So you, by virtue of saying, I would like to learn mixed martial arts, or I'd like to learn the guitar, or I'd like to learn tennis, or I'd like to learn a language, or I'd like to learn bow hunting, or I'd like to learn whatever. You're constantly putting yourself in a position of, I know the least about this subject in this room right now.
Yeah.
And so it's a constant humbling, but you don't perceive it as humble.
No.
And so when somebody says to me, you left the light on, I go, oh, I'll shut it off, because I don't look at it as being put down or called stupid or attacked.
You're trying to solve a problem.
Right, trying to solve a problem. But many people
yes, they do.
reflexively react. And if you, now, of course, the only way to grow is to internalize, because literally internalization is sort of saying, hey, jiu-jitsu instructor, you know more than me. Please share that with me, and I will try to absorb what you say. If I go, hey, man, I should be wearing that black belt, well, then you don't learn anything. So you put yourself in a position through all these activities, because anybody can do anything they've been good at since high school and be completely fine. It is I'm going to put myself in this new position or environment where I don't know anything about how it works, or I'm certainly no better at this sport or this instrument or this stand-up or this jiu-jitsu or this bow hunting, or this list goes on, this language, on and on. I'm no better, so I must permanently be in a internal absorption sort of mode versus constantly pushing back against anything that comes at me.
That's 100% true, and you can also benefit a great deal with the same mindset by putting yourself in someone else's shoes as well. Mm-hmm. The idea that, let's take, since we're talking about Ocasio-Cortez, I may disagree with her. She's a 28-year-old, 29-year-old, obviously an intelligent person, but, very beautiful, but not somebody I agree with. But I suppose if I had her experience, maybe I'd be exactly like she is. Right. So it's the same idea. And that's a really good exercise to, first of all, really hear what the person's saying and acknowledge what they're saying, because you can get a lot of benefit from that. And I'm not sidestepping what you're saying either. I think that it kind of goes hand in hand. I think the idea of being open to new languages requires you not to be too fixed on how you define yourself, too fixed on getting it right, and realizing that it's impossible to learn everything, and it's impossible to be good at really. I'm good at one thing. I mean, really good. I'm good at stand-up. Mm-hmm. I'm not good at any. I don't care what it is. We'll do some boxing later, and I work hard at all those things, but I'm not. It's not happening.
But working hard at it at a multitude of things and not having it come naturally is where all the growth is, I believe. Now, obviously...
100%. Look, let me ask you this.
Yes.
You're very successful. I've already told you many times, I think you're the best there is at just improvising. I saw you do, I always tell you this, but one of the things, the crazy things...
Joe Rogan with Theo Von.
Highway 41, Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. So when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. I don't think we're live, are we? We are live? Oh.
Hey, that's it.
Theo Von, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the
way
Allman
to
Brothers.
kick it up. Oh, dude, I'm a big fan, man.
Melissa, you heard that one?
Oh, I love that song. I used to listen to Midnight Rider. Whenever I used to do radio, whenever I would do Kevin Bean, it was the last radio that I decided to do in L.A. Like I used to do a lot of radio, a lot of morning radio. And the getting up hard in the morning is rough because then you try to take a nap and you always feel a little groggy during the first show on weekends. So the last one I would do is Kevin and Bean in L.A. And I'd smoke a joint, get up in the morning, smoke a joint, and always put on Midnight Rider. Always, for some reason, because it was dark out still. Yeah. Ooh. I wish we could play it. We can't play it, though, right?
And I got one.
What
on
happens?
YouTube, I can play it for us, though. Just be dead air, kind of. You guys can sing along and talk about it.
Okay. Let's do that. So YouTube will pull us off, but regular radio won't. But Jamie has the ability to go live on regular podcast type shit.
That's anarchy, bro.
Yeah.
I like some light anarchy.
Yeah. If you haven't heard this, God. Is this a live version? Oh.
Yeah. Live
Is it?
Theaters.
Keep on hiding, and I'm down. Oh, it's totally different.
Play the other one.
No, it's
pretty
good.
good.
I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. I'm not gonna let them catch the midnight rider. Plus, he fucked Cher.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to fuck Cher. Back when
I don't
Cher
like
was
Cher.
Cher. The clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever. And I got one more silver dollar, and I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. I'm not gonna let them catch the midnight rider.
That's beautiful, man.
Theo Von, ladies and gentlemen. I knew you would appreciate that kind of music, Theo Von. You got taste, you got soul, kid. You got something going on.
I wish I was blind. Sometimes you ever think that? But that the music's so good? Because if you're blind, I bet it's just even better in there,
I would say yes, but have you ever seen Leonard Skinner play? They played Freebird, and you got to see, what's the guitarist's name again, Leonard Skinner? He's such a bad motherfucker. I should know his name. I don't know hardly anybody's name in Leonard Skinner, but I love Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
But there's a video of them in like some crazy huge show, just gigantic audience. And this dude he's playing the guitar like performance art, man. And that one long solo in Freebird, which to me, I maintain, is like the greatest solo in the history of music. I mean, it's up there. Results may vary. Everybody has their own opinion.
But you could start sex and finish sex before that thing's over.
I don't know. It depends on how you rock it.
I don't rock it well, man. I'm good at getting there, but I'm bad at sex, man.
Yeah, there he is, like in this fucking gigantic audience full of people. And this is Leonard Skinner. The crazy thing is Leonard Skinner came out of Florida before people figured out Florida sucks. See, because when I was a kid, Florida was cool. And if you listen to this, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Florida
if you lived
the
in
state?
Florida, yeah, Florida the state. If you listen to this, you know what I'm saying, folks. I used to live there. I lived in Gainesville.
Wow.
I used to live there for a while. But Florida back then, nobody had figured out that Florida sucks. It was like, Florida's the place to go to get away from this fucking winter. And they'd all go down there, and then they'll move, and then we realized, like, it's all the dregs, all the weirdos.
Yeah, I remember seeing if somebody had a T-shirt, because I grew up in Louisiana, if somebody had a T-shirt that said Florida on it, dude, that was, they were somebody.
Wow, they made it.
Yeah,
they
made
Florida.
Yeah, they're like,
really?
Dang, Florida. Yeah, Florida.
So, So Louisiana looked up to Florida.
Oh, definitely, dude. Because Florida had that coastland. They had pictures of sunshine on their shirt.
That's right, sunshine.
Yeah. They have that sun, or people sitting out like an umbrella, you know?
And when you were a kid, they weren't infested with alligators yet either.
I don't think so. I mean, you didn't worry about it as much then. You know, if you lost somebody to an animal or something back then, I feel like it wasn't as big of a deal as it is now.
Really?
Yeah. In the 80s and 90s, if you lost somebody to an animal or an animal bite, it was more, you know, part of God's plan, I think. Whereas now it's like just something crazy that happened at Disney World. You know, it was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, that little kid. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
There was a goddamn monster living at Disneyland. This is how tolerant people get. They get so silly. They're like, well, he was here before us. He's probably a 17-year-old alligator. This is where he lives. This is his peaceful environment. And meanwhile, he ate a baby.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And you got to be a nasty alligator if you're sitting there. And there's probably been other choices came by. You know, there was probably a couple of, you know, young lovers that were out there by the water earlier, and you waited, you know.
You might not get a young lover, though. A young lover might fight back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and there's 2 of them. That's true.
I don't know, though. They worry, though. They're pretty invulnerable. You know, if you cut off an alligator's arm, it just grows back.
That's gangster.
That's as gangster as it gets. Go ahead, chop it off, bitch. I'll see you in a month with a new one.
Dude, that's the Tupac of the animal kingdom. Really, when you think about it.
2 fingers full of bullet holes headed to the ambulance, and he's throwing up his fingers. Yeah.
Dude, and how gangster are alligators? Their arms are so short, and they're just so capable, man.
I'm sure you've seen the video of that new one that they found in Florida that is on a golf course, and it's like 15 feet long. It's one of the biggest gators they've ever filmed. And these people are on the golf course, and they're looking up at this gator. See if you can find it, Jamie. We can't show it on YouTube. You have to find it on YouTube because that got be pulled off Facebook. There's something that happens when you have these animal videos in particular when they go on Facebook. Like, people own those videos. So when they go to look for, they have like an algorithm they can find it, and if it's on your page, they'll pull your whole page down.
Dang.
Yeah, they own this. But so somebody filmed, there's a couple different angles of it. A bunch of people filmed it because it was so crazy. So these people are all playing golf, and they're in the foreground, so you could see them. Like, there it is. Look at that fucking thing. Yeah. But look at the guy.
And that's a real animal, huh?
Yeah. And watch. You realize how big it is when you see a guy. Now watch how this guy walks in the foreground. And the guy, when the guy steps out.
It looks Turkish a little, doesn't it?
It looks fake. It looks fucking gigantic. Now you see how big it is. Now you understand how big it is because you see this guy. Like, are you kidding me? And they estimated it somewhere around 15 feet.
And did they catch it?
I don't think so, man. They found it again. They found it again in a pond. See if you can find it. They rediscovered this alligator in a pond. I think that was the
I hope
title of the video.
Maybe they're making a comeback, dude. I hope something comes and attacks at some animal, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to fight something.
Don't fight alligators, man. You don't want to fight them.
Well, I'll get out there and do something, man.
There's this dude that I've had on my podcast before, but his name is Jim Shockey. He's a very famous hunter from Canada, and they hired him to go to a certain river in Africa. I think it was the Congo, but I'm not sure. It might have been the Nile. Anyway, he had to go. He went down there to kill some crocodiles that were eating people. It is one of the craziest videos, man. You go there, and these villagers, like, everyone's got a stump.
Right.
Everyone's missing an arm or a hand, or they
attacked.
got a chunk bitten out of their chest. It's crazy when you look at these poor people. And they're all just living in fear. And while he was down there, a woman got taken. Yeah, they were upriver looking for these killer crocodiles to try to shoot them. And one of the women was washing clothes, and she just got yanked right out of the water.
God. That'd be the worst, too.
Well, it was really scary, man.
You
seeing the reaction.
Do laundry?
Oh, yeah, right? Just
you
trying to wash
attacked?
underwear. Seeing the reaction of the people, they were wailing, just wailing, crying, you know, because it wasn't just like they lost someone. It's like, God, they lost another person. It's like that woman's gone now forever. She was consumed by a monster. Like that is their actual existence.
Damn.
Sitting by a river that they need its water for life, and the water is infested by monsters who are actively targeting them for food.
Yeah.
Oh. God.
Yeah, it's crazy. That'd be like if somebody, like there was a killer in Walmart and they just didn't know who or where it was.
Constantly. You know? Like lions would jump out while you were eating at Walmart.
Yeah.
Or while you're buying food.
Baffling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it pretty easy, man.
Fuck,
you know?
Those people must be so interesting. Like people that live under that kind of pressure, like their view of life, if we can understand their language, I bet they have like a, you know, like you listen to like, read like ancient works of literature, ancient poetry, stuff like that, and you think about it, like these are people that were going through war, like the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans.
Yeah.
Like you would read their words, you go, well, this is fascinating, even though it's being translated. This is the words of someone who's gone through like sword war.
Yeah.
Back when they would fight with arrows and shit, and swords and catapults, and the intensity of life back then, when death was just around every corner.
Andrew Santino with Andrew Schulz.
Gay. You gotta fuck something.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck something.
So you don't whack off? That's what you're telling me? What happens when you have a nocturnal emission?
They cry. Just wake up in tears.
You're just coming on your own face through your tears.
Just little jizz streaks coming off your fucking
But
face.
like those people, like when you have a dream and you bust in your dream because you're just building up cum, right?
Yeah.
What are you having that to? What are you busting to?
That's so creepy to me. Probably some sad shit. Probably something disturbing. I think you probably get that way because something really fucked up happened. Like really fucked up.
Dude, okay. That's the thing with this fucked up shit that happens to you. It either makes you or breaks you, huh? It's like...
Do you know someone that snapped?
Yeah, my brother snapped.
Is he like... Did he have to go somewhere?
Schizophrenia.
Oh,
yeah, he's
shit.
been to like a bunch.
Damn.
Yeah, like he was just knocking people out in the street. He's a big kid, 6'6".
6'6"?
Yeah. Swung on Charlemagne during the podcast. That's why he doesn't do our video anymore. Yeah, literally just during the podcast, he walks up to Charlemagne. I'm like, "What's going on?" And he looks at Charlemagne and goes, "This is God." And Charlemagne goes, "What?" And then he just fucking swings on it. Charlemagne dodged it. I mean, like Floyd.
So he's full
Amazing head
schizophrenia.
movement. Now he's on some drugs, so it's like it's really kind of completely changed his life. But there was a time where he was in and out of the hospital for a while.
Dude.
Yeah. But now he's on a pill that's really changed his life, and it's amazing. Like
What cracked it? What do you think cracked him?
Okay, I think he was like a super anxious kid. Okay, we're from New York, Manhattan.
Yeah,
and I think he like had anxiety that a lot of people have, right? And then like, what is I think anxiety? It's like fear of worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
And then his school was like 2 blocks from the towers.
Oh shit!
So 9/11 happens, right? And he sees people jumping out the windows and like hitting the ground.
Damn.
Like it was right there. They had to like evacuate the school and shit, right? He's in middle school. So I think when you experience a worst case scenario, like you and I, if we have some anxiety, we can sit back and go, like, that's never going to happen.
Or it is what it is.
Or it is what it is.
You just let things go. My anxiety, I just go, oh, fuck it. What the fuck kind of... I stress about it for a little bit, you know? And then I just go, all right, man. Well, I guess that's it.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Can't change the world. But he saw some shit that was like, oh.
Yeah, fuck that.
So I think that like, that starts it. And then he started like self-medicating, like, you know, smoking weed and that kind of shit. And then he got into the psychedelics.
Like mushrooms and shit?
Mushrooms and
But
acid.
mushrooms supposed to be a cure for some people that have schizophrenia, right?
Yeah.
Or not a cure, but I mean it's an aid.
I think it can like dig it up if you got it in you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So,
the demons come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opens up the box.
Yeah, because it that's what it does, right? It opens up the box, and some people need their box opened.
Yeah, and some people definitely don't.
Don't open
Put some
the
more
box.
tape on that bitch. Tape it up, dude. Don't let that open. You don't fuck with that, do you? Do you fuck with psychedelics?
I tried mushrooms once at Burning Man because everybody is. I go to Burning Man.
That
every
phrase
year.
is perfect. I tried
Every
mushrooms
year.
once at Burning Man.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not into the drugs.
You just like the festival.
I love altruism. I
Yes.
do believe in it. You know, you grew up in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
You grew up in any big city. It's like you don't believe anyone wants to help anybody.
No, I mean I'm still very cynical in the idea that I just fucking my new neighbors outside. I was talking to him and like we're just chatting and it's like there's also a piece of you that's like,
what are you working? What's
skeptical.
the angle?
I'm skeptical of him. Yeah,
What's
a little
the
bit.
angle?
Yeah, he was being like nice.
What do you need from
I was
me?
like, what's your deal, man?
You want sugar?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you trying
You
to get
coming
out
to
of
borrow
this?
milk, bro?
Yeah.
You want some fucking? I'm not giving you milk. I still have skepticism in my blood, but I think it's also in the business. As a comic, we become skeptics just because you face so much, you know, negativity or adversity or whatever. So you're like, yeah, fuck it.
That's also the joke.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks this one way.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical.
I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
But so you go out there to kind of balance yourself.
Dude,
To
I
give you
have
some
no
leveling.
clue what it was. My buddy would go every year. He asked me to go, and it was I just broken up with a girl. This was like 4 years ago, and
Where is it? Where in the desert? Where?
Yeah, it's like in Nevada.
Nevada.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You want to come?" And I thought it was like a music festival. Like I had no clue.
I still think it is. It's not.
It's not. Like
So
you
there's
don't
no
even-
don't play there?
No bands.
Oh shit.
It's like DJs play, but the DJs are like background music. They don't even announce the DJs because they don't want it to be about the DJ. Like they
That's
don't
really
want
funny
guys-
though. It's like, dude, I got a great gig this weekend. They're playing Burning Man.
Can't tell you.
You go to the dude. You're like, hey man, who's introing me? He's like, nobody, man. You got to start. It's like, they won't know who I am. It's like, yeah.
Once you're there, you can. But before you're there, they don't want it because they don't want like douchebags. They're just following the DJ.
Just for the DJ.
They want you to be there for the.
Are they
experience.
famous DJs?
Yeah, the biggest in the world go.
Okay. You just don't know who's going.
They just because you got to be there.
But for what it's worth, that's just paint. That's just around.
Yes.
You're not really like paying attention to it.
Yes. I mean, people go and you rock out and you can vibe to it. But for me, I swear the coolest part is that like, so there's no money or anything there. It's just a gifting economy. No, there's no money. You can't buy anything.
No one has cash?
No cash.
No cards.
No cards. No cell phone, no service. You just give.
Yo, gave me so much anxiety.
Right?
Just right now, I felt my skin just like tingled a little bit.
You get self-reliance.
No money? I have to have money on me at all times.
But when I tell you that you don't need it, that people go there for the sole purpose of giving you coffee, they wait the whole year to have a coffee
truck
so that they can find you and give you coffee.
What do you give to people?
Pink Starburst.
Is that your shit?
That last year, I just had like a bunch of Pink Starburst and then chapstick the year before. Like I try to find something that would like kind of put a smile on your face when you're in the desert.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, chapstick, Pink Starburst too. You know why Pink Starburst is good? You know why that's so fucking good? Anybody who's ever done drugs, and look, let's be real. Assumably, most people there are on drugs.
Yeah.
For the high majority. When you're hungry on drugs or you like want to eat something, you can't eat something big and heavy because it's scary. It's overwhelming, right? You can't have like a sandwich when you're high because you're like, you know what I mean? You're on psychedelics. You can't have like a ham sandwich. That's too much. You need something small that's sweet, but you can get rid of it fast.
Right.
And Starburst is like, it's enough that I can go, this is enjoyable. It's getting me out of my head a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I'm back to it now.
That's it.
Yeah. You can't like sit and consume a thing when you're too high. When you're fucked up.
That's it. You have a little sugar, a little sweet.
That's very smart.
Get you going.
Do you got a plan for the next time you go?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna put my hat in the ring and offer some stuff. I'm gonna text you and offer some stuff.
Yeah, give me ideas.
Well, you know what seriously, you know what I would do?
What?
Hand sanitizer.
They'd probably love it.
That's me. I'm the guy that'd be like, let me squirt you. Because I just know they're bathrooms, but
it's porta potties.
Yeah.
It's dire situations, but if it's not that, then it's Coachella. Right? It's like you need the gauntlet.
Fuck Coachella.
Exactly, right? So you need the gauntlet. You need people to go, well, I don't want to do that. What, you can't shower for a few days? Like it weeds out all those. It's weird. In a weird way, it's stand-up. It's like everybody thinks they're funny, but going up in front of people.
Good fucking luck.
Good luck. Right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Dude, there's a guy who's on Rogan today about the UFO guy, Bob Lazar.
Yeah, Lazar.
And we were having dinner the night before, and he was like, man, I can't believe what you guys do. That's crazy. And I'm like, you talk to aliens, bro. You get it? You can't talk to 7 people in an audience and make a joke.
But I guess that makes sense. So, I was talking to Brendan about it, and Neil was like, "Think about it like this. This is really hard for us to think, but like 7.5 billion people, right?
Yeah.
How many people do you think, literally, are professional comedians out of that number? Give me just a ballpark.
I don't know, 10,000.
Way less.
Less than 10,000?
Yeah. Neil was saying probably 500, and I said that seems small, and he was like, where would all these professionals be that you don't know?
Dude, why do we even give a fuck about pro athletes? We are the cream of the crop.
That's what I'm saying.
There's like millions of pro athletes.
So many. You know how easy it is to become a pro at something now? There's
darts.
Darts. Yeah,
you bend your elbow, you fucking loser. Some guy named Nigel in Wales is a professional dart.
I've been a professional dart player for like 14 years now. How did you start, Nigel? Basically just a bar hopping around and fucking throwing shot things in a bar.
My wife is boring. So I went to the pub. Figure spend some more time away from my wife.
That guy became a fucking pro. That's pro. That dude's pro.
Yeah.
That's how the same way I feel about and look, dude. I mean, I get it, but like when they say professional card players, like poker players, all right, but like professional, you're just dope. Can't you just say you're dope?
Wait, aren't we all when we have a poker game?
Yeah. You're all professional poker players.
If we play poker for $5 right now, we're professional.
We're pros, yeah, because we're betting.
Yeah,
we're winning
money.
I don't know that whole thing. Oh, so let me jump back.
Okay, go.
The Burning Man concept, I'm going to be honest with you, I was very ignorant to it. I've heard of a few different ways.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the stigma that surrounds it is like a girl that's on set that I see, like a grip who's hula hooping.
Yeah,
that's the girl I see, and she's like, this is my aura, and I'm like, that's too much.
Yeah. And the shitty thing about that is that like Burning Man really isn't for her. It's actually for you. Like and it's for guys like me, right? Who And the people who started it were like all these like tech dudes that were working 24 hours a day, and they needed a week to just break in silence.
Right.
They were in a business which was so cutthroat and everybody trying to fuck each other over. So they're like, let's try to find some humanity in this. And then for a week while you're on drugs, you can be nice to people. Maybe not in the real world, but it is refreshing when you like, it takes 2 or 3 days to get into it. But eventually you're like, wait, you just want to give me something?
How long are you there for? A week?
You can go up to, I think, 8 days.
Do people go the whole time? 8 days?
Oh, 100.
What do you do?
Last time I went the whole time. This time I'll probably go maybe shave 2 days off it. I don't need to be there like the last day. All I'm trying to say is like, and I can feel it depleting from me. But you go there, you get filled up. It's really awesome. And then eventually life starts to take away a little bit of it. And you get back into the rat race of things, which is okay because we need to have a beautiful house like you have. And like there are things we need to do.
Right.
But it's nice to know that there is a little bit of that in us. And when I grew up in New York, bro, it's like every block there's someone trying to hustle you.
Yeah, everything is a hustle.
You care about the environment? Sign up for this thing. It's like,
or hey, bro, I need $5 to get to the gas station, and you're like, okay, I gotta help this dude out.
There was an old lady that would stand outside the subway.
Thank you, folks, for listening. Tune in next week for more podcasts of all podcasts. So I kind of got stuck on Aesop. Aesop, no splash.
Sound, guilt, pride, time.
inside